Hey everybody, how you doing? Shane Anderson here, back again for another quick video interview. This guy you probably have recognized before. It is the probably one of the most iconic buildings, I would think, in Brookings there. And just about 6 months ago, got a bird put back up on your roof there. Um, if that's not enough clues there for you, this is Michael here from the Pheasant Restaurant and Lounge. He's going to talk a little bit about how they're handling this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic here, and how they're able to help you guys out with your food needs. So, Michael, thanks again for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
I'll just let you take it over, and you can kind of discuss or talk about what you'd like everybody to know about here in this group.
Yeah, so we're just navigating this thing like everybody else, kind of by the seat of our pants and doing what we can. I've pretty much, rewritten our entire operating concept, and we're doing that under just a really abbreviated sort of like motto, or which is just we want people to stay fed, stay safe, and stay happy. Those just really seem like the most important things right now. We want to safely, and we're just infusing that with a little bit of joy and local flair like we usually do. So it kind of boils down what's been important to us all along. And I personally have always had this problem of having too many ideas. And so this is really a good opportunity to just put those ideas to work and see what we can do to keep our dedicated team making money to feed their families and doing what we can to serve the community. So, people see a lot of the things we're doing, the prepared family meals and the cruise night, car hop eats and stuff like that we've been doing. But we are trying to keep our full menu going. And for the most part, we're able to offer everything on our 3 menus, which are our lunch, our supper, and our weekend brunch menu. Okay. We will be out of a few things here and there just because of the supply chain and kind of trying to predict whole new quantities of things and whatever. But yeah, I guess our timing wasn't so good. We didn't predict a worldwide pandemic when we had been working on planning 3 new menus. So we do have the new supper menu, the new lunch menu, and then I guess I didn't grab one of those, but the weekend Nordic waffle brunch menu. We added some more lunchy items for people who, in case you had somebody in the group that wasn't in the mood for a stuffed Norwegian waffle. What else? You're in for an ADD right here with me, so
Nope.
Rein me in and tell me what you want me to talk about.
That's good there. So hours then, I'm assuming your hours have been adjusted a little bit?
Yeah, actually we just sort of let the customer activity drive our new hours. And so we were not really getting many hours or many orders before 11 o'clock, which is what time we opened before. And we kept that opening time. During the week, we're keeping open till about 8. So like Monday through Thursday. On Fridays and Saturdays, we're open till 8:30 with the full menu. But of course, those meals for all the cruisers coming for car hop stuff, we're doing those till like 9 and until we get caught up. We had no idea the response we were going to get with that. So like last weekend, we had people calling and pre-ordering their cruiser eats all day and popping in and calling from the parking lot. And so our parking lot was completely full. Wow. Which, would normally make us busy. But what people didn't realize is it was full all night with people swinging through and leaving. So we were just pumping out, way more than you could even guess. We, sold out of everything. But, and also with all of those special things, the prepared meals, the weekend cruiser eats, we're really trying to do what we can to keep our local suppliers, farmers, and vendors that we have those relationships. We're trying to keep them going too. So that's why you'll see that we've been making like the homemade corn dogs with the Dutz Brothers wieners over in Marshall, and we are doing the Chiswick skewers with Sturdy Post Ranch, and all the who's close to home, which, it's kind of part of our concept on the regular menu too, but we're just trying to give them an extra push. I should have backed off a little bit because now we're out of some things until they can keep up. We increased the demand, but okay. That's better than them not getting anything for all the hard work they already put in. So.
No, that's all good stuff. Good stuff. So you got the hours, and of course you're doing, curbside. I think curbside delivery, and can they come into the lobby and pick it up there too?
Well, we're really trying to get away from that now, especially since we have community spread in South Dakota. We want our customers to know that we're doing everything we can to protect, keep ourselves from catching anything that we could pass on to them. So we brought back Car Hop when the place first opened, either in 49 or sometime by the 50s. We did Car Hop. When my grandparents bought the place in the 60s, they served Car Hop, and even I think people just kind of stayed and hung out in the parking lot and chatted and ate out there. We didn't do roller skates, and we don't now either. But but we're calling it Trunk Drop Car Hop. So okay. It's our way, no contact. So if people call in with their credit card, if they want to include any gratuity for their service staff, or grab any wines or add-ons or things like that, we just ask them to pull up to the north side of the building, pop their trunk, and we'll stick it in. If your trunk is messy or full or you don't have one, we'll just set it on the hood, and then that we're not. Part of that is like they're finding more and more about how this virus is aerosolating. And so if you're kind of trapped in the cab of your car and you might be not showing symptoms but might have it, as soon as we reach in there, there's a potential of transmission there. So we're just really eliminating that. I've been an OCD germ freak my whole life, so I was well prepared for this, and I can see all the little potential gaps and holes in that, and we're policing each other on everything. And but we do have people that don't have another option, and they pop in, and we just kind of we watch what they touch. We the doors and anywhere that they've been, and we are maintaining social distance here and keeping up on all those recommendations. But yeah, nobody wants about that part of it. Just know that you don't have to stress about it, because we're stressing about it for you. And if you just come and pop your trunk, it just really seems to be a good way to do that.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we're hoping to maybe jump on next week with you too, with some exciting stuff you got coming down the pike. We'll talk about that later. In the meantime, though, the best way to get a hold of you, do you want to give I'll have your phone number on the bottom here, but if you want to do your phone number here and the website, or what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yep. So our phone number is 605-692-4723. But because of the increased phone number, which is 844-4-DA-BIRD. So it's 84. If you get a busy signal, try back. If it's ringing for a long time, that means that we have multiple lines tied up, but we're getting to it.
Sorry, it cut out on my end here. If you want to do that phone number real quick one more time.
Yep, the multi-line Car Hop number is 844-4-DA-BIRD. So 4-DA-BIRD.
The bird. Okay.
But if it rings and rings, just hang on a sec. We'll get to it. That means all the other lines are tied up. And also you can try Facebook Messenger. We're working on getting everything for online ordering right now. So I think as of tonight, all of our retail lines will be online. So you can check for those at pheasantrestaurant.com. And we'll be working on the rest of the menu and the retail items. We still have people buying our private label coffee beans and jalapeno jelly and olive oils and balsamic vinegars. The wines, we have hand-selected wines from $12 to close to $300 a bottle. And kind of our concept with those wines is we taste everything before we put it on the shelf. We choose it for a reason. And so if it's a $12 wine, and the reason we have it is because, wow, that's really good for a $12 bottle of wine. And if we have a $245 bottle of wine, it's because, wow, that's exactly what a $245 bottle of wine tastes like. And we do have the one I'm thinking of right now. It's the second vintage in a row of Continuum to get a 100-point wine rating, which is unheard of, impossible. There were limited amounts that made it their way into the state. I think out of a handful of cases, we got half of them. Some went to Rapid City, and then a private collector got some of those. But yeah, right now I think everybody's thinking more like the under $20 bottle of wines, and we have a large selection of those, and we're going to be adding some more.
All right. Well, I'm betting that if you need a taste tester on any of those, we probably have some volunteers for that too. So
Yeah, got a way to do that, no contact. We could do a little tasting. It might be a weird experience.
no, sounds good. Perfect. Well, thank you again for joining us today and taking some time out of your busy schedule to do this. And
Yeah. I could give some teasers about some of those things we're going to talk about at a later date if you like.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to mention, we know everybody's on a budget, and sometimes you think of your local weekend restaurant and you're thinking all the expensive stuff, but even before this happened, intentionally we built some things into our menu that were a little more family friendly, budget friendly, college kid wallet friendly. So we've got the early bird specials; those will be on the website, as well as the weekend cafe platters. And there's like hot roast beef and a lamb sloppy joe, and we added some Spätzle dishes for the Germans and lefse dog for the Norwegians, and kind of infusing some of our local culture and local flair. We're still honoring all our lunch specials, which are discount. And then we're doing the prepared meals and kits, so they're par baked. If you want us to cook them, we will. Otherwise, take them home and you can do that. But we're doing like scalloped potatoes and ham and breakfast casseroles and desserts and kind of down home stuff. But of course, every once in a while, some fun and adventurous stuff. They're back there making a Norwegian hunter stew that has been wildly popular.
Wow.
Requests for more of that. And then next week, early in the week, we're hoping to come up with a grocery bundle concept just to help take some pressure off those grocery stores that are overburdened right now and some of the frustrations that are coming with everybody trying to get their groceries by no contact or for pickup. So we're working out with our wholesalers ways to supply people with grocery basics, and we're gearing everything towards like a family of 4 for a week or a couple for 2 weeks. And we'll throw some interesting snacks and stuff in there, but for the most part it'll be just basics that people really want to have around. And we could throw some of those other extras like the wines and the prepared meals in there too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we be excited to talk to you a little bit more about that when, like you said, you get the logistics part taken care of and let everybody know about. So all great stuff. Thanks again for doing this. I appreciate it, and we'll get the word out as much as we can. And I know.
And this, also, along with that, if anybody knows of people with some food insecurity, we want to know about it. If I didn't already tell you this, we have some customers kind of helping us out with that because it was getting a little hefty, and I think it's only going to grow until we get some relief packages put in place for people. But yeah, drop us a message. No questions. Nobody's been abusing the system, so we're going to keep doing it. If people really need some food, we're going to help them out too. So.
And you need some donors for that, is what you're kind of suggesting?
No, I'm just saying, of somebody that needs food.
Yeah.
But of course, if people want to help with that, what they're doing is buying gift certificates and just noting, please don't send me the gift certificate. Use this for people in need. And we are just now starting to dip into that. We've kind of been doing it by our own charity until we had some people that asked how they could help, and that seemed to be a good way for them to partner with us on that. So who knows what's going to happen. And no matter what happens, if all of a sudden everybody gets, $1 million check and it's not a problem and we have this reserve, we will find a way to get that back to the community. So
you bet. Well, sounds good. All right. Well, thanks again. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And again, if anybody watching this, if you know of any managers or owners out there, it doesn't have to be Brookings, any of our local communities, I'm happy to talk with them and help get the word spread out there. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and let's get through this together. We'll talk to you guys later, I hope. Thank you.
Yep. See ya. Thanks.